What's going on, guys? Mr. Bropo here, bringing you another video, and this time we're taking a look at the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Secret of the Ooze Shadow Master variant Super Shredder from NECA Toys. And wow, man, just another absolutely incredible piece that I picked up recently, man. This is kind of like just one that I've always wanted. Like, I always wanted like a cool ass version of the Super Shredder, especially from Secret of the Ooze, and man, this is just like, buy it. End of the review. Just buy it. Like, wow. If you're like a fan of cool looking pieces of plastic, or you're a fan of turtles or these movies or anything, this is just one of the coolest figures you could buy right now. And for the price point too, it's just great. It looks dead on to the original Super Shredder design, except for the paint. And that's because this is a tribute to an original Playmates toy, from what I understand. That was like a mail-away exclusive variant, and this is their tribute slash homage to that original figure. And I'm super happy they decided to re-release this figure with a new paint job, and dare I say it, it looks cooler than the original. To me, it looks cooler. I might be biased because I don't have the original, but man, this thing looks super cool. It looks fantastic. Photographs great, and just looks so imposing. They just captured the essence of Super Shredder. Everything is overly accentuated. The blades obviously are like sharper, and there's more of them. His eyes look like they're, you know, popping out of his skull, and his muscles are just like extremely exaggerated, and it just it captures Super Shredder from that movie perfectly, except with a fresh coat of paint that is tributing the original variant of the first toy from Playmates. So all of this is just super cool. It's just awesome. I'm super glad that they made this. And they also seem to be super available too. I went to my local Walmart and they had plenty of them, so hopefully you guys don't have any issues finding this guy for retail price at Walmart if you're looking for him. So to take a closer look at this guy, they nailed it, man. The sculpt is the same as the original release, so if you have that figure, you know what you're getting into. If you don't, here's a closer look, and the helmet sculpt is super spot on, and these blades are great. The whole body is just really fantastically painted with like this dark purple and black metallic wash over it all. The blades look really nice. They have like this blue wash over them as well. The cape is a really nice material as well. And taking a look at the back of the figure, it's all fully painted and sculpted. Also, it looks great. Everything about this figure looks absolutely great. And it's just incredible, man. This piece is awesome. I can't get over this helmet sculpt. Like, dang, that looks so sick. I'm just super pleased with it, and I'm super pleased that with all this amount of detail, we also get a fantastic amount of articulation. And to get into that, the head moves down a fair bit, and then the head also moves up a decent amount, like so. And the arms move out pretty well, a little stiff, but pretty well, not too hindered by the shoulder guards. Moves down about this much. Doesn't go 360 around, but that's because of the giant shoulder guards. Goes up enough though, and the elbows are double jointed, and they have swivels in them, which allows for swivel and more than 90 degrees of range. The wrists move about as you'd expect, and this diaphragm joint is great. So you have an upper diaphragm that spins around like this, moves back a lot, like geez, and they sculpted all that in too. They sculpted the abs all the way up in there as you move that back. Pivots side to side and swivels great. Really nice amount of range. You get this much crunch with both joints because you have a lower diaphragm joint as well, and that much back, and the lower waist also swivels, and it pivots really nicely too. So you get the legs move up this far, which is great, and they move out pretty much all the way. They do splits great, and it moves back a little bit. Upper thigh swivel, and you get a double jointed knee that works great. and it swivels in the upper half too. The ankles move down this much, up this much, and it swivels. So overall, the articulation is awesome. You can get so many cool poses with this figure. It's really great that for such a giant, massive monster of a figure, it's also posable enough to where you can get it in a lot of different dynamic poses and whatnot. It photographs extremely well too. Like the light just bounces off this thing perfectly, and it looks so sick. I mean, using the diorama prints sewer layer, this just looks perfect. Like it just looks so good in photos with some of the other NECA movie Turtles figures. It's like, damn, you can't get much better than this, especially for the price point, which is 30 bucks. I mean, you get all this paint and sculpted detail, and you get all this articulation, and this figure that feels solid, good build quality, and man, this is I'm like gushing over this figure. It's awesome. It's perfect. They nailed this shredder, this super shredder. They absolutely nailed it. For $30, you cannot beat this amount of quality, and you also get a good amount of accessories too. You get his giant staff blade thing. I don't even know what the hell this thing's called. You have wide open hands, fisted hands, gripping hands for the staff, and a more like a wider grasped hand for his other accessory, which is the TGRI ooze canister, which is a really excellent touch. And you do get a little bit of soft goods with this cape. It's not removable, but it's a really nice quality cape. Just feels good quality, man. Nothing really feels cheap with this figure. I can't see where they really cheaped out with this guy. I know some people have issues with NECA and their quality control. I personally have never had major issues with their quality control. Nothing has ever really broken on me, especially with the turtle stuff. Like, I have never had a single issue with any of the turtle stuff breaking or feeling really loose or feeling like anything of the sort. It just, they all feel solid, like they're not gonna break. I can get them in some great poses, and they're not going to falter in any way, shape, or form. Another thing too is this figure's pretty strong, man. The Hulk is the Hulk I reviewed recently, the Marvel Select Hulk, is a very strong figure, but so is this guy. I mean, as you can see in this picture, I got this guy with no support, balancing Raphael with one hand suspended in the air with no stands, no strings attached, no nothing. That is just simply balance. So that is pretty impressive. So overall, man, I don't feel like gushing over this figure more than I already have. It's like I'm such a nerd for this turtle stuff, man, and this Super Shredder is just perfect. It's like 10 out of 10 if I were to rate figures. I should start doing that. No, maybe rate figures or something out of 10 or something. I don't know. This would probably at least be a 9.5 because I guess no figure is perfect. I just don't know what I could fault this figure for. We'll put it like that. But anyways, that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like I said, I'm not going to keep rambling on about this figure and how much I love it. Just know that if you see it, buy it because it's freaking awesome. Go ahead and leave a like for me. Leave a comment about what your thoughts are on this video, this figure, or anything you want. And subscribe as well. That really helps me out and I appreciate it a ton. And yeah, I will catch you guys in the next video.